Cowboys and Cardinals came into their Week 6 showdown in the desert as the two highest-scoring teams in the NFC. And while there certainly were fireworks, they were delayed until the second half as the game went into a history-making overtime. NFL replay starts now.
And there is Kurt Warner getting ready to get into action as the Cardinals have won the toss and they will receive. First time this year that they haven't deferred when they've won the toss. And the Cowboys, Nick Folk will be kicking off to start the game. J.J. Arrington and Jeremy Urban are back deep. And Arrington at the 9. Good return by Arrington. Still on his feet, has blockers. Inside the 20, the 10. J.J. Arrington goes in for the touchdown. What a start. 93-yard kickoff return to start the game by J.J. Arrington.
Well, you take a look at this, and it looked like when they had him to the sideline right there that they might have been able to push him out. You got the kicker who was in a position to knock him out of bounds. He's able to get underneath him. J.J. Arrington, another way, Dick, that they could beat the Cowboys is get a kickoff return to start the ball game.
Romo starts from the 32. Marion Barber. And Barber picks up maybe a yard. Having problems with the signals. Here's Barber. And stopped just short of the 35-yard line by Antrell Roll, the free safety. Maybe a yard on the play will bring up 3rd and long. So now it is 3rd down and 12. Back on the 30. Romo getting some time. And the pass is nearly intercepted. First down and 15. Handoff to Edgerrin James. Out of the shotgun, and James picking up about 7 yards. Brady James making the tackle. Second down and 7. Again, they hand off to James, but nothing there. We'll lose about a yard, and it's Marcus Spears right on top of the play, and a loss of 1.
Yeah, and Marcus Spears, he has really come along this year. You know, he was drafted in the 1st round, the same year that they picked up DeMarcus Ware, and I think everybody's been kind of waiting for when the light's going to go on for him, and this year that seems to have happened, and he's going to always be compared with the production of a guy like Ware. But he is playing a lot better than he had in recent years.
3rd down and 7. And 4 wide receivers line up for the Cardinals. Warner trying to get it to Fitzgerald. There was contact made by Mike Jenkins, the nickelback rookie, but incidental contact it was. And 4th down coming up, and the Cardinals will punt. First down for the Cowboys on their 28. And the pitch to Barber. Romo, the pocket crashes, loses the ball. And he is ruled down. And it was Darnell Dockett, number 90, who came on in and knocked the ball away. So it'll be a loss on the play of 10 yards. First sack on Romo.
Our whole defense, man, we work on getting to the ball and just second effort. And a lot of times we get to the quarterback on second effort, and that's what it takes. And that's what the good defenses do, you know what I mean? And they have one of the biggest offensive lines in football. So we know you can't just run down the middle of them all the time, so you got to be quick.
But today, you know, I got hit blindside a couple times for the first time in a while. And, They're good. Their D-line played an outstanding football game, and you got to give them credit. That was, I thought, the difference in the game.
And Ken Wisenhunt is going to challenge, saying that the ball, and it did look like it came loose before his knee was down.
Well, there's no question, and I thought that, you know, when it happened, it was a fumble, and that's why I was shocked. I never saw his arm move forward at all. There was never an attempt to throw the football, and that's why I couldn't understand why the official was saying it was an incomplete pass. So that one, that will be ruled a fumble, there's no question, and it should be Arizona's ball.
Please set the play clock to 12 seconds.
Dockett caused the possible fumble, and Travis LeBoy recovered it for the Cardinals, number 55. And I guess the question has to be asked, Troy, did they blow the whistle? And apparently they did. So no challenge. The whistle had blown, maybe prematurely. 3rd down and 20. Romo with time, and the pass intended for Owens out of bounds, and that will bring up 4th down. A rocky start for the Cowboys. Hand off to James, and James picks up nearly 5 yards on 1st down.
I think it's interesting, Dick, watching Arizona offensively right now. I mean, they are trying to run the football, and they've not run the ball particularly well, you know, this year. They've really struggled running the football. And, you know, looking at Dallas, of course, they are up 7-0. The defense has played well against this Cowboys offense, and I do think that it's important that they continue to try to run the football. They can't let guys like DeMarcus Ware and Greg Ellis just come off the edge. Having said that, I think that if they're going to be able to move the ball and have success, it's going to be because of their ability to throw it.
Tim Hightower, the rookie running back, replaces Edgerrin James. 2nd down and 6, and a fake to Hightower, and the pass to Steve Breston, and Breston is knocked back. Still on his feet, finally down at the 26-yard line. So after all of that, 1 yard, the old veteran Zach Thomas.
Hey, you just got to wrap up. I mean, Zach Thomas puts a huge hit on him. I mean, and helmet-to-helmet contact there. Zach goes flying, and you know, he's able to stay on his feet. Breston, and he was able to get back to about where he was when Zach Thomas hit him to begin with. You know, Zach Thomas a year ago missed a lot of time because of a concussion, and I'm surprised he didn't get himself one there.
He's giving it out there. 3rd down and 5. And Breston has to be knocked silly, and the ball off the hands, fumbled first by Kurt Warner, and a loose ball at the 25. Warner had lost the ball, and the Cowboys recover. Anthony Henry at the bottom of that pile recovers, and a big turnaround break for the Cowboys. So the fumbling problems that plagued Kurt Warner 2 weeks ago come back.
Well, it was a bad snap, but Kurt was able to recover it, and then he just didn't protect it after that, and the ball came out. You know, we all know that he had the 6 turnovers 2 weeks ago against the New York Jets, fumbled it 4 times, lost 3 of those. That was not his fault initially, but he should have done a better job protecting it after he recovered it.
Cowboys on the Cardinal 25. Play fake. Romo loses it as he's hit from behind. And the Cardinals get it back. Bertrand Berry back in action, forced the fumble. And Antonio Smith picked it up, and Arizona gets it back in a crazy first quarter here in Glendale.
The Cardinals come up with a big sack, and Romo turns the ball over. But can they capitalize and get into the end zone?
Cardinals turn it over, then the Cowboys turn it over, and a 1st down on the 28. Kurt Warner with the short drop completes the pass to Steve Breston. It'll be a 1st down.
And then there's a conversation on the sidelines with Terrell Owens and center Andre Girard. It looked at one time that Girard was in a position to recover that fumble, but Smith took it away from him.
Here's Edgerrin James going outside and picking up about 4 yards on the play. So Tony Romo right now 0 for 2 and has fumbled, and that is the 20th straight game with a giveaway. Only New Orleans has a longer streak. And again they go to James going outside, but no way, as DeMarcus Ware tracks him down, and he'll lose 2 on that one.
Well, there's no question that the Cardinals are attempting to commit to the running game as best they can. They'd like to stay in positive down situations. Andre Ware doing a good job getting off his block and then stringing Edgerrin James out, losing some yards. So now this turns into a 3rd and 8 where they were hoping to get it to about a 3rd and 4 situation.
Ken Wisenhunt wants more of the balance. Kurt Warner wants more of the passing. They got a pass on 3rd and 8 here. And the pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage by Jay Ratliff. And what a year he's having in his first season.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jay Ratliff, came onto the scene, a 7th round pick, and you talk about a great find in the draft. And he could arguably be playing the best amongst anyone on that defensive group.
Cardinals on their 38. Withstanding pressure, Warner gets hit. And the pass is intercepted. Ken Hamlin. And out of bounds he goes. Kurt Warner going deep was hit as he let go of the ball, and it's intercepted.
Well, they did a good job on the outside. Levi Brown blocks up DeMarcus Ware, but the pressure comes inside. You're going to see Marcus Spears. They run a twist. Kurt tries stepping up, and Marcus Spears is right there to put the hit on him. And then Kurt, as you can tell, uncomfortable with the throw, throwing it late down the field.
Only the 2nd interception of the year by the Cowboys, first by a defensive back. Felix Jones is in the lineup, and the pass to Jason Witten, and Witten is stopped after about 8.5 yards. So Ken Hamlin with the interception. Greg Ellis had the only other pick for the Cowboys this year, and that was last week. So Warner has felt the pressure of the Cowboys defense thus far. 2nd turnover by Arizona. 2nd and 1. Felix Jones, and he'll get the first down out to the 33. First down, and the pass out to Creighton. And he is upended after picking up 6 yards by Roderick Hood. Second and 4 on the 39, and Felix Jones within 2 yards of the first down. Jones had no touches in the previous week against the Redskins, and then came on with his best game of his rookie year last week. And it'll be 3rd down and short for Dallas.
Yeah, in fact, coming off that Washington Redskin loss, a lot of criticism came on the shoulders of Jason Garrett for not running the football more, not getting the ball to Felix Jones, not getting the ball to Marion Barber. He came off of that loss with a career high, season high 38 rushing attempts last week against Cincinnati.
Cowboys need 2 yards, and Marion Barber back in at running back. And Romo on the run and overthrows Patrick Creighton. So now 1st down and 20, and an opportunity for the Cowboys with the Cardinals backed up on their own 10. Play action, and the screen to James. Flag is down, and James runs it out to the 23-yard line, but a penalty flag thrown at the 18. Anthony Henry making the tackle. A 14-yard pickup.
An eligible receiver downfield, number 76, the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Another penalty against the Cardinals backs him up some more.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the Cardinals, I mean, I don't know that you can ask anything more of what the Cardinals have done defensively, and yet the Cardinals offense just keeps shooting themselves in the foot.
Less than a minute to go in the quarter, and we have not had an offensive touchdown. with two high-scoring teams. So now the ball on the 5, 1st and 25. And here's the shuffle pass to Tim Hightower, the rookie from Richmond, and the Cowboys with great pursuit led by Adam Jones with a big play there. The gain is 3, and that'll bring up 2nd and long, very long. 2nd down and 23 on the Cardinals 7. Arrington going in motion. Back on the goal line, and Warner gets rid of it to Larry Fitzgerald just in the nick of time. First catch of the game by Fitzgerald, who gets 10.
Well, I tell you, they did a good job, Arizona did, up front. But DeMarcus Ware, he just kept playing. And you go low on him. I mean, he's such a good athlete. That was not a 3-step drop. And so, to me, you've got to be able to block him up high. Ware comes around, and Kurt just barely gets this ball out. Fortunate to have even completed the pass. You know, we showed his chin a little bit earlier, the stitches that he has there from last week's game. And he has taken, not only this year, I mean, he's taken a lot of hits throughout his entire career.
He is a warrior and has been around and still loves to play and throw, as he does there to Jeremy Urban. And Urban is hit, and a good play there. So it's a 4th down, and Cowboys could be looking at good field position.
When NFL replay returns, the Cowboys need to get their offense going. But the Cardinals are putting the pressure on Romo, and a controversial call cost Arizona a touchdown.
J.J. Arrington is the running back, and he gets the call. And he picks up a couple of yards with Anthony Spencer. 2-yard pickup for Arrington. 2nd and 8 on the 36. Spreading it out. And Warner has a wide open Steve Breston. And a 1st down into Cowboy territory. And a gain of 22 yards.
He just continues to get more and more consistent. He makes all the plays where the ball's in his area. Does the right thing. You know, couldn't be more excited about his progress, and I have a lot of confidence in going to him when you know, when the defense dictates it.
Here comes the safety blitz, and the pass throw behind Jeremy Urban, incomplete.
Yeah, it didn't look to me like Jeremy Urban was ready for the football, because, you know, Kurt had to unload that one a little bit earlier than what he wanted to. But if Urban had been able to make the catch, granted it was a little bit behind him, but he just was not ready for the throw. He's waiting for it, and then he finally picks it up, and he's not able to make the grab. But had he have been able to, there was a lot of room out in front of him for some big yards.
And you know, Troy, Steve Breston starting in place of Anquan Bolden, who was injured most of any NFL receivers in catches the last 2 weeks. So he has come up big, the rookie. Hand off to Edgerrin James. And James maybe a half a yard. Spencer again with another good play.
Anthony Spencer, of course, their 1st-round pick from a couple of years ago. He's been battling through some injuries, but you know, he's a guy that they feel is going to be a good player for them, and he makes a nice play there on 2nd down.
Kurt Warner has completed 6 of 10 for 53 yards and an interception. 3rd and 10. Warner over the middle to Pope, the tight end. So Leonard Pope is stopped about 4 yards shy of the 1st down by Kevin Burnett. Wide to the right, 1st down on the 9-yard line. Marion Barber, and nothing there. Second down and 9. Romo backing up, and Romo is tackled. Loose ball on the play, and it's a touchdown. The Cardinals get it. Antonio Smith has been a force throughout this 1st half, and he recovers the fumble in the end zone for the safety.
And you see Tony Romo, he's wanting Wade Phillips to challenge the call. But Wade wants to wait and see just exactly what happened. And he goes back, and I think that's a fumble. I mean, he's acting as if maybe he was throwing the ball. I didn't see that.
And Wade Phillips did throw the challenge flag.
Dallas is challenging the ruling on the field. The challenge that the quarterback's arm was going forward and it was a pass. After reviewing the play, the quarterback's arm was going forward. It is a tuck by rule. Ball will be placed on the 10-yard line, 3rd down.
Troy, that's what you saw during the break.
Well, it's the tuck rule. That's what we saw in the playoff game with the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots, and he's trying to bring his arm back. And, you know, that the rule is what it is. And that was a good challenge by Wade Phillips, and Tony knew it. You can see that as he's coming over to the sidelines, he's asking Wade Phillips to challenge the call, knew that he was bringing his arm back. And so a good challenge and a good reversal there by the officials.
Again, Romo gets rid of it, and a good catch is made by Patrick Creighton. And a fingertip catch will give the Cowboys a 1st down as they get out of trouble to the 34. 24-yard pickup. Good play by Romo and Creighton.
I tell you, Patrick Creighton, he has dropped a few balls recently, but he's got some of the best hands on this team, and you're going to see him use those on this particular play. Outstretched there, not an easy catch, ball coming away. And at the end of that play, Romo gets hit again by Clark Higgins. You know, he's had to hold the ball in order to let his receivers get open, but he has paid a price.
1st and 15. And the quick pass out to Tony Curtis. And Curtis makes the catch. 2 minutes remain in the 1st half. 2nd down and 21 for Dallas. 7-0. Cardinals lead. Screen to Marion Barber. And good blocking in front, and Barber, who needed 21 yards, gets about 19 of them on that play, with Carlos Dansby, the weak side linebacker, downfield, bringing him down. Each team has all of their timeouts remaining. 3rd and 2. Romo flips it out to Barber. He's got the 1st down. Barber gets it to the 45-yard line, picking up 3 with Dansby again on the play. Romo has Creighton wide open down the middle. Patrick Creighton cutting to the outside. Touchdown, Cowboys. .55 yards for the first Dallas score of the game.
You know, they get everybody spread out. You're going to see Creighton. He goes to the middle of the field. He puts a move on him there. They're in a zone coverage. Pretty good block in there by T.O., at least in shielding him. And then the safety, the middle safety, just is unable to get on him and then make the play. It's got to be a little demoralizing for this Arizona defense for having done such a good job, and then to give it all up in one play and tie the score up.
When we come back, the Cowboys roll the dice and get a break. Their gamble comes up just short as the 1st half comes to an end.
And it bounces off the short man at the 30-yard line, and the scramble. We'll wait for the official signal. Boy, we've had a few of these scrums today.
Yeah, and you don't want to know what's going on at the bottom of that pile right now either.
Cowboys. Big break for Dallas with under a minute to go in the half.
Yeah, all Dallas is trying to do is just, you know, pooch a kickoff there so that the Cardinals won't be able to do much with it and try to run this thing down. They get it to Calais Campbell, and obviously he's not used to trying to handle kickoff returns or anything like that, but you'd think that he'd be able to make a little bit better attempt on the ball than what he did.
So it's the short choice who made the recovery after Calais Campbell on the short kick couldn't hold on, and the Cowboys have a first down on the Cardinal 27. Romo gets hit as he tries to get it to Miles Austin.
I tell you, we've seen Tony Romo get hit a lot here in this first half. In fact, I think it's the most he has ever been hit in a full ball game. Almost every time he drops back, he's getting hit, and he's stepping up into the pocket as he should be. But this defensive front doing a good job of getting off their blocks late and still being able to bring Romo to the ground, and even having said that, was close to being able to get the ball to Miles Austin for another touchdown.
Antonio Smith knocked him down. So that's been that kind of a first half. 10 times he's been knocked down. Second down and 10. Out to the sideline, and the pass is caught by Terrell Owens, and it will be his first catch of the game. Just shy of the first down with Roderick Hood defending. No huddle with a half a minute remaining. Cowboys still have 2 timeouts. Third down and 1. Romo's pass and intended for Owens, and Roderick Hood defending on the play. Very nearly got the first down, but it'll be 4th down here, and the field goal team comes out.
I thought the Dallas Cowboys rushed that a little bit. Tony Romo, rushing that third down to where it didn't look like everybody really knew exactly what the play was that they were going to run, and there was time. They still had timeouts left, and they didn't need to rush it the way that they did.
Nick Folk with a 36-yard attempt. Close, and it hits the upright, bounds off, no good. You could hear that all over the stadium.
What was supposed to be a high-scoring affair has turned into a sloppy 7-7 tie. In the second half, the scoring picks up, but will a big turnover turn the tide of the ball game?
Romo fires away, and Terrell Owens makes a great catch. Almost a shoestring catch, and gets the first down at the 35.
Well, that was a good catch. Roderick Hood was in pretty good coverage. He was wanting the offensive pass interference. You just see Terrell Owens' arm get extended, but I think the no call was the right call. But what a great catch by Terrell Owens, being able to pull that one in and then still keep his feet in play.
Long way from his shoes, but you get the idea. It was just inches off the ground. Second catch of the game and a 9-yard pickup. Still at the top of your picture as Barber goes outside right. And Barber, not much there. And this pass caught by Owens, whose extension will give the Cowboys another first down. 2 good plays by Terrell Owens, this good for 10.
And this time, once again, they want to come up and jam him at the line. Roderick Hood is who they've been matching him up with for the most part. But, even once you get the jam on him, once he is able to show that he has the ability to go by you, as he did there with Roderick Hood, it's hard then to stay with him on the underneath routes because he has unbelievable speed. Most guys that are that physical aren't nearly as fast as what Terrell Owens is.
2 catches for 19 yards in the last 2 plays. First down on the Dallas 47. Romo gets away from danger, dumps it off to Marion Barber, who's hit from behind and loses the ball. We have had 3 turnovers in this game, and it's recovered by the Cowboys. And Mark Colombo, the right tackle, got a hold of it.
Well, it's just an indication of how physical this ball game has been played. And as you see, I mean, they keep chasing the ball, and that's really the key. I mean, that's what this defense is about. And it's a testament because they are not an overly physical group. They're not a big group, but they do play hard.
And the handoff to Felix Jones, who's come in the game. That outside speed. And Barber comes back in. First down. And there's Terrell Owens. And they're certainly going to number 81. A 7-yard pickup, and Roderick Hood and Antrell Roll prevent further damage, and they've got it inside the 30.
Well, Roderick Hood has been on him, as I said. And he has gotten some help for the most part with safety help. And so when you have a safety like Antrell Roll giving you help, then you can get even more physical, not having to worry about a guy running by you. But they've hit that play now about 3 times on this drive.
Short passing has been the recipe for the Cowboys here in the running plays, as Barber trying to get the first down, and it'll be close to the 25. On the 31 after a timeout. Romo up the middle, caught. Witten, first down, and stopped by Antrell Roll at the 20-yard line for the first down, getting 10.
Yeah, and that's the guy that Tony Romo looks for on third down. A good catch by Jason Witten. They just run a little bit of a crossing route. They were man-to-man across the board. He could have gone to the outside had he have wanted to, but he came underneath to Witten for the first down.
Ball on the 20-yard line, and the 10th play of the drive. Handoff to Barber. Marion Barber gets inside the 15. Play fake, go the other way, and it's dropped. Martellus Bennett, the rookie tight end from Texas A&M, was there to make the play and could not.
Yeah, and that's a little frustrating, certainly, for Tony Romo. I mean, you've got a guy in Martellus Bennett, and he's got the whole field over here to himself. And now it's just a matter of making the play. And if he makes the catch, he scores a touchdown. And he's a terrific talent. I mean, he's one of these guys, ultimately, who's going to be a great blocker at the tight end position. And he's going to be a guy who you can split out and use as a wide receiver. But he hasn't yet put it all together, you know, here in this first season in the NFL.
Third down and 4. Romo, pass, caught, touchdown, Miles Austin. Didn't have much room, but he found enough, and the Cowboys lead for the first time.
Yeah, and that was on the rookie, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, who has been struggling a little bit. He struggled last week in the win against Buffalo, and he just never even sees the ball. You know, he's playing the man and not cluing in on the quarterback whatsoever.
After 2.5 quarters of a surprising defensive struggle, the Cardinals and Cowboys finally open up their playbooks and start living up to their offensive hype. Who's got the popcorn?
You have a false start penalty, and the Cardinals now first down and 15 on their own 35. Here's Edgerrin James, and the Cowboys are there. Second and 12, pressure right up the middle on Warner. And that time it was Kevin Burnett who came in untouched on the veteran quarterback. And Warner, it's deflected, and Hightower picks up the deflection. Great speed and dives. Does he get the first down? It's very close at midfield. And Tim Hightower turning on the Jets. And let's see if the Cardinals do get the first down here.
Well, it looked like where they marked it, Dick, it will be a first down. And I mean, sometimes this is the type of play that you need in order to get yourself going. Kurt takes another hit. DeMarcus Ware, but Tim Hightower, the rookie 5th-round pick, I mean, he knows exactly where he had to get to pick up the first down. You know, the Cowboys anticipated a screen. They got the screen, but they weren't able to make a play. That's a nice job by the Cardinals converting on a 3rd and long.
5 touchdowns in 5 games for the rookie from Richmond. And here is Hightower. And maybe they can get some momentum going with the rookie as he picks up 4 yards to the 46.
Yeah, Hightower, I mean, Edgerrin James has been a terrific back for this franchise, since he came over. He's had a lot of hard-earned yards, I know, on his way to some of these 1,000-yard seasons, but Hightower gives them a little more burst than Edgerrin has at this point in his career.
2nd and 6, and here is Warner almost getting hit from behind, and an incompleted pass on the shovel pass to Hightower, and Warner very nearly got it from behind.
Well, they try to go play action fake and take a shot down the field. You see Hamlin here, 26. They thought they could get him to move a little bit. He tried to slow play it. Larry Fitzgerald did, and thought that if he came off the ball lazily as if he was going to block Ken Hamlin, that then Hamlin would settle and he could get by him, but Hamlin played that beautifully.
Brady James very nearly got to Warner. 3rd and 6. Warner completes it to Steve Breston, and Breston running after the catch brings it down to the 25. 1st down. Henry on the tackle. 22 yards as the Cardinals have converted their last 2 third-down situations.
They're moving DeMarcus Ware around a little bit. This time he's working against Mike Gandy, and one-on-one with no back help, that's hard to do. But Gandy does a good job. And then Kurt Warner finally with some protection, is able to get the ball underneath to Steve Breston, who picks up some good yards. And right now they're in a great position. It goes back to the screenplay to Tim Hightower on 3rd and 17 for the 1st down that's kept this thing going.
Cardinals have turned it up. J.J. Arrington is in the game. Empty backfield and 5 wide receivers for Warner, and he goes to the outside to Arrington. And Arrington with a good move trying to beat Brady James and gets 10 yards. 1st down and 10 on the 14 of the Cowboys. Arrington in motion. Hightower hit hard, gets to the 10-yard line. A 4-yard pickup. Zach Thomas brings him down. Fitzgerald wide right. And a fade for Fitzgerald. Touchdown. Adam Jones on the coverage, and Larry Fitzgerald beat him for the touchdown.
Well, they were pleading, and one official said that it was a touchdown, and now, was he able to get both feet down? He's got reception there. There's one. And the 2, it looks to me like it might be on the line.
And the challenge flag has been thrown by Wade Phillips, as well he should.
Is challenging the ruling on the field that the receiver only had 1 foot down in bounds.
We've blown this up to try to take a closer look at it. It looks to me like his toe's on the line. I mean, I don't know that there's much more evidence than you need than that, but when you look at it from that angle there, it certainly looks like he's on the line as well.
Pete Morelli has come out from the hood. I mean, of course, the hood to see the play, not to use any.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean.
After reviewing the play, the receiver's 2nd foot was out of bounds. It's an incomplete pass. Gallows has won 2 challenges, now will be entitled to a 3rd challenge in this game. Please place the ball at the 4.5-yard line. 3rd down.
Still 3rd and 1.
Yeah, in Arizona, they have not run the football very well. In fact, they've not run it well here today either, but they've not run it well during the season. But where they have been good is they've been good in short yardage situations, and they've been good running the ball down around the goal line. So here, in a goal line and short yardage 3rd and 1, this is where they've done a pretty good job moving the football. And so, I would think that even depending on what happens here on 3rd down, but if it's 3rd, or if they don't make it and it's 4th and 1 again, I would go for it on 4th down. But it would be interesting to see what happens. Of course, they're hoping that it doesn't come down to that and they're able to convert here on 3rd.
It's the old story. How many times are you going to get that close? So it's 3rd down and 1. 8 touchdowns on the ground between James and Hightower this year. And Hightower is the tailback here. They go to Hightower, and Hightower driving close and didn't make it. Ran into one of his own linemen. Settles for 3 yards, and now it'll be 4th down.
Now they picked it was 3rd and 1 there, Dick. They got the first.
Sorry.
They got the 1st down, and what Hightower does is what they tell him. Terrell Smith tells him, hop on the I-45. That's his number, 45. Now he didn't hop on. He tried to hop on the I-84, and it didn't work for him. But he was able to get inside of that. No backdoor pursuit by Dallas, and so a big 1st down conversion there.
Yes, 1st and goal. Warner with another fade, and this time Larry Fitzgerald keeps both feet in bounds. Touchdown. And the Cardinals come back to within 1.
He just seems to be making them time and time again. You know, you never want to take it for granted, but I think we do because he's so talented. You know, with him and Q, you just kind of see it over and over again, and you come to just expect it. And it's hard to believe you come to expect guys to make plays like they do, but you do. And I can't say enough about both of them. I can't say enough about Fitz. Love the guy to death and glad he's on my team.
1st down and 15 from the 6, under a half a minute remaining in the 3rd quarter. Warner in the end zone and completes it to Breaston. Big play and a 1st down for Arizona. Well, you just said it.
Well, Steve Breaston, he had to make amends for covering up Leonard Pope on the previous play, and the best part of it was Kurt Warner's throw. This is his best throw that he's had today. You can see Steve Breaston, he's going to run the corner route, Anthony Henry in coverage, and just a perfectly thrown football.
And Warner had to do it from the end zone. Always a risky proposition. Start of the 4th quarter, tied at 14. Kurt Warner gets hit again as he throws, and it's caught by Larry Fitzgerald. What a catch with 2 defenders on his back.
I think Kurt's done a great job of being smart with the ball and when to take those chances. There are certain situations where we designed it to go to Larry, most notably down there in the end zone where he can make those plays. But the one he threw up today to Larry on the long play, which was a big play for us in that drive, you know, you have trust in Larry to do it. And that's one of the things, if you're going to be a good football team, that especially with a player like Larry, you got to trust him. And I know there's a great trust factor between our quarterback and our wide receiver.
Jerry Jones seeing that, and he's not believing what he's been watching here today.
Longest play from scrimmage for the Cardinals. 1st down at the 38. Caught by Breaston close to the 1st down, and may have it at the 28 with Hamlin defending. Here's Edgerrin James, and short by an inch. James makes sure, and a 1st down to the 22 of the Cowboys. Only 2 minutes gone by in the 4th. 1st down at the 21, and here's Edgerrin James as the runner, and he gets inside the 20 with a gain of 3. And there's Fitzgerald, 2nd down and 7. Breaston in motion. Up the middle, pass caught by Leonard Pope, and the starting tight end gets close to another 1st down. And here's Hightower, and he'll have the 1st down. And Warner's pass, and it's caught. Touchdown by Breaston. An 11-yard touchdown pass, Kurt Warner to Steve Breaston, his first NFL TD with Henry defending.
I just want to contribute, you know, whether it's receiving or doing returning kicks. I just want to do my part, and that's just, I think that's the biggest thing. Just be a reliable receiver, Kurt, and just being able to get his confidence and his trust come to me when other things break down.
When we come back, the Cardinals look to put the game out of reach as the clock ticks down in the fourth quarter. And there's no better place to go than the sure hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
Greatness is...
First down at the 33. Cowboys trailing the Cardinals by 7. Romo being chased and completes it to Barber. And Barber just gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. Travis LeBoy puts some pressure on. Second down and 9. Barber. And about 3 Cardinals make it 4. Just envelop Barber in a hurry, and a loss of 3.
Well, they have been all over Marion Barber. I mean, every time he has gotten the ball, there have been 2, 3, 4 guys swarming to him. His longest run on the afternoon is only 9 yards. That gives you an idea as to how effective this defense has been. Look at the red jerseys that are there.
Third down and long for Romo and the Cowboys. Dump it off to Barber. Breaks one, but not enough, and the Cardinals will hold. Warner goes to early Doucette, rookie, making his first catch of the game.
This is also a point where if you're Arizona, you wish you could run the football a little better than what they do.
Swing it out to Tim Hightower on 2nd and 7, and he'll be shy of the first down by about 4 yards, thanks to Greg Ellis.
Cowboys showing all-out blitz.
Needs 7 yards, and here they come against Warner, and this pass caught into Cowboy territory by Larry Fitzgerald. And the Cardinals, with a 16-yard gain, get a first down.
Well, the Cowboys came up and challenged the wide receivers. They're across the board, man-to-man. Take a look at here. All across the board, one-on-one. And then it's just a matter of who can win and can you get the ball out before the defense gets to you. And Kurt does a great job putting it right on the money once again. And Larry Fitzgerald, not a lot of separation there, but great concentration and great hands. You know, he wasn't joking when he said he likes contact and hopes that he's contested on catches.
Boy, does he ever. First down on the 47. Here's Hightower up the middle with a burst and gets to the 41, a 6-yard pickup.
You know, we saw Tony Romo and the hits that he's been taking, and Kurt Warner, you know, he hasn't been given any reprieve either. And here's DeMarcus Ware on that last one. He was the one who came free and slams Kurt Warner to the ground. Amazingly, though, I will tell you, those don't hurt too much when you're able to complete the pass. That was a big third down conversion for this Arizona team, keeping the clock moving and keeping the drive going. You know, if they're obviously, as I said, they want to get points here to make it a 2-possession game, but if not, they're taking valuable time off the clock.
2nd and 3. Pump fake. Warner. And knocked out of bounds. And the catch is made by Fitzgerald. And it was Orlando Scandrick, the rookie, who knocked him away, but the 12-yard pickup, another first down for Arizona. You
know, all the things that Kurt Warner told us about Larry Fitzgerald are really coming to life here on this possession.
Wow.
And he said he's never seen a guy that big that can control his body the way that Larry Fitzgerald does. For him to keep his feet in bounds there was really something. And to my surprise, Cardinals are going no huddle.
From the 28, the pitch to Hightower going outside. Gets past Ellis. Did not get out of bounds.
So here's another look at that catch, and you can tell the athleticism for such a big guy trying to knock him out of bounds. As most of our viewers know, there's no force out rule anymore. Had he have knocked him out, that would have been an incompletion. But clearly his feet were in bounds. Smart on the Cardinals' part, not wanting to take a chance. They didn't have time to see what the review would have been and getting that snap. But Wade Phillips, I think, knew that his feet were clearly in play.
Only 5 catches, but he's made the most of them, hasn't he? And here's Warner going up the middle, and the pass thrown behind Preston, but he manages to hold on. 8th play of the drive. They send Urban to the top. And being dragged down, and the loose ball, free ball.
Was going forward. Incomplete pass.
And they rule it an incomplete pass by Warner. It'll be 4th down. Down the middle. The kick is good.
Time is running out on the Cowboys in the desert. Down by 2 scores with less than 4 minutes to go, they turn to Marion Barber for a big play that gets them right back on the path.
From the 23, 1st down. And Romo going to Witten underneath. And he makes the catch at the 29, picking up 6.
And right now, what Clancy Pendergast, the defensive coordinator, had preached all season long, don't give up the big play, is even more important right now. They cannot afford to give up a quick score.
And here's Marion Barber. And the Cardinals will give them all that as the time continues to run. It'll be a 1st down at the 35. Three-man front on 1st down and 20. And going deep this time. And overthrowing Miles Austin, who is double covered downfield. Romo going to Barber out of the backfield. And down the sideline, a big play by Barber. Still on his feet. Trying to beat Roll into the end zone, and does.
I got to tell you, this was about as sloppy a defense as what you could see. All the missed tackles, missed angles. He's on the sideline there. You know, a lot of guys that had angles on Marion Barber to be able to knock him out of bounds, and they just were unable to do it. The one thing Arizona couldn't have happen is a quick score. And with Dallas still having 2 timeouts left, you know, with this score, they'll go for an onside kick.
And there's a flag down here. 2 minutes showing on the clock.
After the score, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, number 70, offense. The touchdown is good. The penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
And it's the former Cardinal Leonard Davis. By the way, what a magnificent play by Marion Barber, but Leonard Davis, who's the former Cardinal, 2 years now with the Cowboys, spiking the ball right there. Unsportsmanlike conduct, and it'll be marked off on the kickoff.
Still down by a field goal, the Cowboys need one more miracle play. But do they have 2 in them?
And now following an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, good field position as the Cardinals returning Sean Morey, and will start from the 42-yard line. Kurt Warner and the Cardinals on their 43 with Tim Hightower, the rookie tailback. Gets the pitch. And brought down from behind. 2nd down and 9. Here's Hightower. And dragged down once again. And now the Cowboys. Arrington is the only back behind Warner. 3rd and 5. Pressure on Warner, and down he goes back at the 35. DeMarcus Ware with a huge defensive play. And that is the 9th consecutive game he has picked up a sack for the Cowboys.
We were trying to throw a naked underneath. We were trying to get slip Tim Hightower underneath. And, you know, that guy, number 94 for them, is a pretty good player, and he made a good play. The one thing that we wanted to ensure there was that we didn't throw the ball and get an incomplete, because we wanted to take that time off the clock.
First down. Romo being chased. Flag goes down. The pass is incomplete as Romo was chased by Darnell Dockett from behind.
Holding, number 70, offense, 5-yard penalty, Still first down.
Leonard Davis is holding on the play. And it may be Flozell Adams, number 76.
Well, there's Leonard Davis. We'll see if it's on him. I think you're right. I think it was more on Flozell Adams, the left tackle, on Chike O'Keefer. But Leonard Davis, having said that, in the middle, he's got his hands full with Darnell Dockett right now.
1st and 20. Terrell Owens wide to the right, but going up the middle to Marion Barber, and this time Barber goes out of bounds to stop the clock after picking up 4. 38 seconds left in regulation.
And the Cowboys don't get much out of that, but it's, you know, Marion Barber really shows his knowledge of the game of football. I mean, he's a smart guy, smart football player, has great instincts, and his ability to get out of bounds and stop the clock is huge. And as I said earlier, that's what he was trying to do on the one where he went 70-some yards for a touchdown.
He said, "I'll take it."
Yeah, yeah.
2nd down and 16. So the big question here, can the Cardinals, who have won 5 straight games at home and 8 out of 10 since Ken Whisenhunt has come on the scene, finish the deal against the Cowboys? Or do they see the Cowboys, with that late rally sparked by that man, Marion Barber, come back and extend the game or win it?
Well, right now, Dallas knows with 38 seconds left, forget the fact that it's 2nd and 16. But with 38 seconds left, they've got to get the ball up the field. And so Arizona has to understand that and play against that.
Now Terrell Owens at the top. Romo's pass tipped away by Adrian Wilson. Cowboys with 3rd down and 11. They have 2 downs to get the first down, but the clock a huge factor as Romo, stepping up, drills it down the field, and it's caught by Jason Witten to the 40-yard line, but the time is a factor.
Well, this is going to be close. I mean, they're going to be able to clock it, but they're only going to have time for one more play.
Clock now at 5 seconds, and it's clocked with 3. And the ball is at the 40-yard line. And Nick Folk coming on now. And right now Ken Whisenhunt out on the field to talk to the officials.
Well, there was a defensive player behind the offense when the ball was clocked.
The rule book is specific that inside of 2 minutes with the offense in a hurry-up offense, that the defense must get lined up in a proper position. And that is either on his side of the line or off the field. In this case, you had injured player leaving the field on his feet. Tough to tell the extent of the injury, and he has to get off the sideline. So when we discovered that he had not gotten to the sideline, then it becomes an automatic penalty for offside, and it actually shuts down the play. So the extent of the injury does play a factor here. If he's trying to get off the field, then he's going to be held accountable for that. If he's down on the ground and can't get up, then we have the prerogative to charge an injury timeout.
There was a member of the Arizona Cardinals still on the field during the hurry-up. That is offsides, unabated. We will set the clock to first down. Let me finish. First down, and please set the game clock to 4 seconds.
He was having trouble getting back down there. I didn't even realize it. So that's where we were offside. So I think we were about 60 yards offside on that play. That was, I didn't quite understand what was going on, but they got it sorted.
Well, a big pass to Jason Witten into Cardinal territory, and then Travis LeBoy, shaken up, was behind the play. Now it's going to be the field goal from 52 yards out for the Cowboys to try to tie it with 4 seconds left in the game. And the kick is blocked. And a timeout was called by the Cardinals before the kick. You take your chances, and there you read lips. Ken Wisenhunt said, "I call timeout."
Ouch. Can Coach Wisenhunt throw a challenge flag and take back that timeout? When we come back, Nick Folk gets a second chance to make that kick and send the game to overtime.
All right, so the Cowboys now will have another try at it after the timeout. Looking to tie the game. Here it is from 52 yards out. Here is Folk's kick. It is up. It is good. Cowboys tie it. Overtime.
And I'm not sure without the additional 5 yards that was tacked on that this ball makes it. I mean, it was close. You could argue that maybe it does, but it sure didn't look like it to me. So a couple good breaks there by for the Dallas Cowboys in sending this ball game into overtime.
We are beginning fourth quarter, sudden death, overtime. The first team to score will win. Each team will have 2 timeouts. We'll play by fourth quarter timing rules. This is heads. This is heads. This is tails. What are you going to call, visitor? Heads. Heads is the call. Heads it is. You won the toss. You want the receive.
The Cardinals are no strangers to tough overtime losses. In Week 12 last season, the Niners and Cardinals played to a 31-31 tie. But in overtime, a Kurt Warner fumble was jumped on by San Francisco for a game-winning touchdown. Arizona gets their chance to dish out the tough luck this time as Dallas gets the ball to start the extra period.
First down, being chased, loses the ball. And let's see if he covered up or the Cardinals. It looks like Romo has the ball. And it was Chike Okorafor who stormed in from behind. And a sack on the play.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was really fortunate. I mean, you see Okorafor come in and knock the ball out, and it just bounces right back into the hands, of Tony Romo. If he's not able to recover this, pretty much game over. I mean, Arizona immediately is in field goal range. Right now for Dallas, yeah, they got the ball back, but now they're in second and long trying to convert on a first down.
Second down and 17. Romo's pass and short for Terrell Owens. And Romo slow getting up.
And then Tony Romo fractured his fifth finger on his throwing hand. And we don't know how long that he'll be out, but it depends on how fast that heals. But obviously had trouble throwing the ball in the last series there in overtime.
This guy has taken more hits in this game than I can remember in any game he's played.
Third down and 18. Lofted out and not even close to T.O. And fourth down coming up. So the Cardinals get the Cowboys to go 3 and out. And we'll get the ball.
I'll tell you what, I think you got to give Arizona credit. A job well done right there to come out, lose the coin toss in overtime, give the ball to Dallas, who obviously had scored the touchdown, got the field goal to send this game into overtime, and to get off the field. Pretty impressive job.
Steve Breston is back deep, and the kick is blocked. Flag is down, however, and it's a touchdown. Sean Morey blocked it and recovering in the end zone for a touchdown, but there was a flag down on the kick. Monty Beisel, I believe, scored the touchdown.
And then eligible man downfield for the kicking team. Penalties applied. Touchdown.
And the Cardinals win it.
Oh, what a jump they got off the edge, and they just come completely untouched. It's Sean Morey that makes the block.
Well, we had been double teaming one of their best players, 57, and he actually did a really smart move. They moved him into the guard. and that just left a guy that probably hadn't been coached as a tackle, and I just figured if I had to block him on the return, and we're setting up a return, but I figured, and we're always, Coach Spencer always tells us, if your guy doesn't block you, then get to the block point.
Sean had been coming free a couple times throughout the day, and somehow we both came free at the same time. And he's a little bit faster than I am, so he got there first. The ball was laying right there. I just picked it up, and that's I think my first touchdown in my career as well. So there's a lot of firsts going on today.
Yeah, the punt block was just, inexplicable to me. I mean, you always block the same guy every time and don't even touch him. So there's no way you can block there's basically no way you can block our punt with the get-off time that we have if you're just getting away with anybody.
Sometimes, things work right for you, and it worked right there. We got the block, and we had someone right there to pick it up and get in the end zone. But so it was film study and some of the characteristics that the Cowboys gave us, and, players making plays. That's what this game is all about.
Nobody was fazed. We hung together as a team. We made the plays when we had to. We grew up today as a team. Let's keep it in perspective, guys. We got a long road ahead of us, but what we learned about ourselves today, we can play against anybody when we stick together. Great win.